At 70 years old,
Born and raised here in Austin, Texas, in East Austin.
Harrison Eppright knows everything there is to know about the place where he has spent 7 decades. His passion for history evolved into his vocation.
Well, I am manager of visitor services and tour ambassador for Visit Austin.
And whether you're a newcomer or an old-timer in Austin, his message is the same.
Get to know the people, get to know the places, get to know the culture.
On this day, we get to know a place known as 6 Square in East Austin.
6 Square, Austin's Black Cultural District.
A place created in 1928 to unofficially foster segregation in the City of Austin Master Plan.
6 Square, meaning originally the 6 square miles that were designated, proposed as being the Negro District.
Bordered on the north by Manor Road, Airport Boulevard on the east. East 7th Street marks the southern border of 6 Square, and East Avenue in the west, which is now the I-35 frontage road.
We are sitting in the middle of 6 Square, yes, we are.
It's where you'll find this little building with a storied history.
Prior to that, the colored branch of the Austin Public Library, and prior to that, the Austin Public Library in downtown Austin.
The small library opened in 1926 and sat downtown on a spot at West 9th and Guadalupe Streets until the city built a larger library downtown in 1933.
Just one little problem. Black Austinites could not check books out of that library. That's right.
Black citizens petitioned the city to establish a public library for Black Austinites to use. And after a coordinated effort, the city moved this building to its current home in 6 Square.
It opened here on Angelina Street in 1933 as the colored branch of the Austin Public Library.
That's what it was called.
That's right, the colored branch, exactly.
Austin's first branch library, serving the city's black population, would come to be known as the George Washington Carver branch. Just feet away.
Yeah, these statues were originally supposed to be displayed on the grounds of the Texas State Capitol.
Harrison shows us the Emancipation Garden behind the Carver Museum and a collection of statues commemorating the moment Texas slaves learned they had been freed.
You got the orator holding a document, the Emancipation Proclamation document, and so he makes a gesture to the minister. So he's passing it, he's telling the minister about it, and then the minister turns and he's telling this husband and wife about the emancipation. And so then the mother turns to her daughter, raising her arms, telling her daughter about freedom. That's right. And then ideally she should turn to us, where we stand on this pedestal, any of us, and we receive the message of freedom.
Former slaves who had received that message of freedom following the Emancipation Proclamation founded in 1865 Austin's oldest black congregation.
This is Wesley United Methodist Church.
Though the congregation came together in 1865, this church building, now on the National Register of Historic Places, was built in 1929 on San Bernard Street in 6 Square.
By 1929, they moved over here to East Austin 1 year after the master plan was approved by City Council, and they built their beautiful Gothic edifice here on San Bernard in 1929. That Gothic edifice was the home of many prominent black families.
Some of those families included members of the faculties of nearby Samuel Houston College and Tillotson College, which at the time were 2 separate black schools and had been operating since roughly 1880.
During slavery, it was against the law to teach blacks how to read, how to write. This was against the law. After the war and after these schools were established, these schools greatly played a major part in educating blacks on how to read and write.
Both schools predate the establishment of the University of Texas and eventually merged to become Huston-Tillotson College in 6 Square.
It has been a beautiful alliance since 1952. Now it is a university, and the entire campus is in the National Register, is in the National Register of Historic Districts.
Just several stops in an East Austin neighborhood, rich with cultural history, told by a man who himself is a living Austin monument, urging anyone who calls Austin home now to learn its past in order to enjoy its future. In East Austin, Mark Mullins, KVUE News.